Greetings, podcast land. Welcome to the Ratchet Ramblers podcast presented by the CSPN. I'm one third of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, aka Vice President Big Knees, aka you motherfuckers in Metro Atlanta cannot fucking drive me. Y'all get on my nerves, and I wish nothing but bad luck on all of you. And as usual, I'm joined by my friends and my co-hosts.
Hey everybody, it's Candace. You can find me on Twitter at London and Mommy. I don't have any AKAs. I'm ready to get the dragging out the way for these weak ass shows this week. I'm
Mm.
gonna toss it over toss it over to our third co-host.
Curtis the Menace, aka Trillificent on all social media. I don't really have much else either because I don't know. I feel these shows made me tired this week, so I got
Yeah, they
limited
definitely
reserve.
as I was, catching up because I had to catch up on Black Ink. I was 2 weeks behind. But Married to Medicine and the season premiere of Real Housewives. I think this season of Real Housewives is gonna be interesting, but they moved Married to Medicine to Saturdays,
Yes.
and the ratings been low, and they deserve to be low because they spend so much of their fucking time this first part of the season minding quiet business.
hmm
Uh,
But
Yeah.
and it's
before we get there, um, so we have a review, and as always, you guys use the hashtag. But I want to get the review out of the way before I forget. Sorry, Candace, I didn't mean to cut you off. Um, so we got a review on November 9th from Sunshine Mad entitled Some of My Faves. And it says, I love this show. Curtis, Candace, and Jeremy have gold. Listen to them if you watch Ratchetry. So shout out to you, Sunshine. Thank you for the
thanks,
kind
boo.
review. And listeners, remember you can get your merch at teespring.com/store/ratchet ramblings. And I'm going to cock the trigger and let Candace go off. So we starting with Married to Medicine, and I'm gonna shut up because I didn't feel like watching it, and I don't make no apologies for it. So I'll let my co-host drag appropriately, and I'm gonna sit here and eat my burrito like Mimi.
Yo, that is one of the greatest gifts of this year, in
I'm
my
not
opinion.
bullshitting.
Oh,
I really have a burrito. But anyway, y'all go ahead.
oh, yeah.
But yeah, you're right,
Um,
Candace. See, it was different
yeah.
when they was minding Jackie business. I feel because at that
They
time they
didn't. You
had a,
know what? Let's wind it back. Jackie didn't let them mind too much of their business.
you know
She
what?
said
That's
what
right.
she said, and then she moved on. And
You
her
know,
and Curtis did what they was gonna do. So this weird, entitled attitude that they've taken with Quad's marriage, I don't really care for it.
yeah, me either. And
Telling
also,
her
oh,
her
go ahead.
shortcomings in her marriage and what she should have did. And let me tell you something. I have seen on social media niggas will fuck a McChicken. So acting like Quad needed to wrangle the heaven and the hells and the sun and the stars and the moon and every fucking thing else to keep Greg happy. No, she didn't.
Yo,
Uh,
I'm laughing because Greg look like a McChicken.
look like a McChicken fucker, and
He looked
that's
like the
just
McChicken that got fucked.
then that's just what the fuck it
Some
is.
damn incest shit, but you know.
Yeah, it's so much. They've spent the first half of the season prying into her marriage, trying to guilt her for not talking about it with them, though they are messy and mean and find every reason possible to blame her for why the marriage has ended. So, child, fuck y'all. Go to Saturdays and suffer until y'all can move with a purpose on this goddamn show, because everybody in that show got more than enough they got more than enough marital problems of their own that quads don't need to be the center of attention.
Correct. And then when it was different, also different when Jackie and Curtis were going through because they actually had other shit going on that they minded. But again, I agree with you. It's just like whatever it is. You know what this season is? They showing how they really feel about Quad. That's what I've kind of summed it up to, because I agree with you that Jackie didn't let them mind her business, but at the same time, they didn't pry or keep trying to pry like they're doing with Quar, because Quar has told them to mind their business, but they keep just digging and digging. So this season, letting us, well, we already knew, but letting us see like how they really feel about Quar. So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. The ratings suffering because they need to suffer because they don't know how to mind their goddamn business. But speaking of not
Yeah.
minding their business, about this last episode.
Let me go ahead. Mariah, girl.
Mm,
Mariah and Aiden. Let
mm.
me. Mariah and Aiden are passive aggressive cowards. They the type to, when they get in their feelings, they'll sit at a table with you, but talk under their breath about you instead of just saying what the fuck they need to say to you. And Eugene called them the fuck out. Like, if you got something to say it. Otherwise, shut the fuck up.
Which I'm not even gonna lie, because we've talked about how much of a cook Eugene is, but not only did he check them, he also checked his wife this episode. I was like, is this the Eugene that I know?
Yeah, he told Toya that she needs to stop trying to run everybody, and she can't run him because she was getting loud and indignant with him, telling him to shut up and don't talk to her. He like, I'm not about to shut up, and you
Right,
can't make me shut up. And I said what I said. You
right.
need to get your shit together. And she crying and boohooing, talking about it was because birth control got her acting like that. I was on birth control since the age of 16, and I ain't never carried on the way Toya carried on. So, girl, keep it, keep it.
What the fuck is wrong with her? I, like, whatever affliction she got, they ain't discovered yet. Cause that is a crazy bitch. I don't know what, like you on a show with Mariah and Heavenly, and I be looking at Toya more than I be looking at Toya crazy more than I do Mariah and Heavenly, and that is a feat. Cause them two some two crazy motherfuckers too. But I just like, what is wrong with Toya? Like, why is Toya like on Infinity War with Drax talking about why is Gamora? Why is Toya? Just why is Toya?
I don't know. I didn't like that shit Toya pulled with Contessa. Since we discussing Toya, I definitely feel like she bumped into her purposely. Every single person knows that Contessa is coming off a double mastectomy and then a double breast reconstruction.
Yes.
So there is no reason for you to do anything in that woman's vicinity where you could bump into her, hit her, cause her any type of pain in that area. So I definitely felt like Toya did that on purpose, and when she got called out about it, she clammed up.
Right, but this is the second time she done done that. Cause remember earlier in the season when Contessa confronted her when she did that bullshit at that piece of bitch ass party, she clowned up when Contessa was like, "What was said? What was it?" So
Yeah, she's not the, and she looked like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age.
listen,
So
when you put that shit in
I've
the
been
group chat,
wanting to get that off my chest and finally have. And that's that.
also speaking, while we on that, they so damn extra and dramatic because when Simone went, speaking of that incident, Candace and Simone asked talking about that is character assassination and Contessa needs to let it go. I was like, first of all, you need to go to get your motherfucking grill fixed, Simone. That's what the fuck you need to do. You go from sugar to shit. Like you finally stop being stupid and let's used to get some pussy, and you good act good for one episode, and then for the past 2 weeks or whatever, you back to being your usual damn self. Like I do not like Simone. I'm sorry. She's
Simone used to be one of my favorites. I don't care for her the past two seasons.
yeah,
So I'm just gonna say that I don't care for how she handled shit with Cecil. I don't care for how she handled shit with the other girls, specifically Quad, and now the way that she has been acting in regards to Contessa. It just is weird, and calling her a victim and you shoving your surgery down our face, and it just, it seems like she is going out her way to be the wicked witch of the goddamn West.
Correct.
Of the South, should I say.
The wicked grill of the West.
The
What?
wicked overbite of the West.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mm,
But yeah, and
mm.
I'm really tired of Heavenly and Mariah. Because it's two sides of the same coin doing too goddamn much.
Yeah.
Like Mariah and Heavenly are the same person. Both look like their faces been squished with a thumb. Uh,
You so goddamn stupid.
both both got terrible weaves. Both tacky, both loud and obnoxious. Like it's like I wish y'all would just be friends because y'all the same goddamn person. I got a light skinned friend that look like Michael Jackson and a dark skinned friend that look like Michael Jackson. Like that's how I feel about Toya and Heavenly. They both got nasty attitudes. They both go out of their way to hit below the belt and be extremely vile when they're in the mood. So it's like, what are we arguing about? Why, I don't understand why Mariah wants somebody to speak up on her behalf because Quad said it best. She love to sling mud. Love
Yep.
it. Love it. Love
Correct.
it. When it gets slung back, it's, why do y'all let her talk about family? Family is off limits. Girl, shut the fuck up.
When
Really?
when you have
What?
when you have been talking about family, because Quad brought said it too. Like, so is it family when you prying and digging in my marriage and throwing mud on me, or so it's just when it's at you? Okay, cool, all right.
And that's truly that's truly all it is for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And as crazy as Heavenly is, and I don't disagree with you, we would not get here when if Mariah hadn't reacted when Heavenly validly made a point the last episode and continuing to this one. Quad said what she said, let it go.
yeah,
Speaking of,
yeah.
Damon be so damn embarrassed for him. He be so damn heavily embarrassed the shit out that man. He just when they was at that damn table talking about sex, which also never mind. But when they were talking about sex and he put his hands over his face, he was so damn embarrassed. Ooh. Mm, mm.
Yeah.
But but yeah, that's all I really got. We said pregame we were gonna kind of breeze through this, and I
Yeah,
agree.
we
Yeah,
done. Fuck them.
yeah,
Suffer
pretty
on
much.
Saturdays. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Um,
All right. So let's go to um
Real Housewives.
Bad Weeks of Atlanta. No,
Whew.
bad taglines of Atlanta. So we're gonna start with the taglines because I had to sit up. Now, the first part when they were showing Portia, I don't really care for Portia. I mean, I don't dislike her, but I don't like her either, so I wasn't paying attention. But when them taglines came, I was like, well, let me sit up and see what they got to say. And I'm mad that I wasted the muscle movement sitting up trying to see what they had to say because it was some bullshit. So Nene's tagline this season is, I am the glue for my wig and my family.
Mm.
I don't know, baby. Them wigs ugly. So
The wigs are ugly, and the nose looks like
Brent,
an Elmer's
Brent,
Blue bottle. So
Brent looked like a ogre.
who?
Motherfucker, the son. Ain't his name Brent? Nigga look like Shrek.
Greg looked like Shrek. What you expect? You know what? That's not right.
Greg not ugly
That's
to
not
me,
right.
but that son got a really fucked up mixture of his and Nene DNA. Cause
Yeah.
I actually think Greg is marginally handsome. Nene is Nene. Okay. That
that
little
was a,
boy
that was a nice way to put that.
that little boy looked like Shrek. And Nene looked like Donkey.
Yeah, she looked like the dragon.
All right.
Okay, so
Mm.
Cynthia's tagline is, I age like fine wine and now I'm ready to chill. Which
Ooh.
now that I'm reading that and we're gonna get to it, we're gonna get to them grapes in that goddamn wine glass. Okay, let's get through these first. Candy's tagline is "I count my blessings and my checks," and I was like, I mean,
I guess. Mm,
it was just me.
yeah.
Eva's tagline is "I live a model life. Now I'm ready to be a top wife."
Mm.
And I was like, I mean, I guess. And Portia's tagline is "I took a lot of left turns, but now things are just right." And I really feel like Portia needs some type of mental evaluation because the things that you have going on, ma'am, and you thinking that it's just right,
I have questions.
I have questions. I don't really care
I
about you, so I don't have concerns, but I do have
I was about
questions
to say I don't. Yeah, I was
because
thinking
you
the
get
same
what you
thing.
get, and if you suffer, you suffer.
Correct.
But I do, since you on here, I do have questions because I'm just like, I did notice that Candy is in the middle of the shot when they end the promo. I mean, in the intro, and Shamari is it Shamari or no? Who is Shamia? Shamia is
To me,
somebody's friend, right?
Portia
Shamia is
fan.
Portia and Candy's friend. That's the one
Okay,
that got married in Africa.
yeah,
Yeah.
Shamari, the lead singer from Black 808 Black, that's married to whichever nigga from Belle Biv DeVoe / New Edition.
Hmm.
Um, I guess she's not an official cast member because she ain't got no peach. So, but we will be seeing her. We know we'll be seeing her, and it look like she doing a lot. But it may be justified. We'll just have to see. So, Portia.
Mm. Mm.
uh, so, so Portia has a new man. His name is Dennis McKinley. He is the hot dog man of Atlanta. He has all kinds of businesses. And Candace did her investigative journalism and verified that all of the stuff that they said is true. He does have all those businesses. So, it looks like he got a pretty penny to go with his little pot belly, and that's fine. I seeing him now because
Let me just
I
say
don't
this:
pay attention.
money make the pussy go woo woo. Cause that nigga look like a big toe.
He look he looks like he looks like Honey I Shrunk the Suge Knight.
Hey,
Honey, I
yeah,
shrunk
yeah.
the Suge Knight. Accurate.
No,
Accurate. Accurate.
okay. I'm
Nah,
just making sure that he looked like Suge Knight to me. I don't know about y'all.
like, ooh, I almost said something very terrible. Mm.
Mm.
You might as well say it because you a terrible ass nigga. So I don't even know what we holding back for.
Drag me, friend. Drag me. But he looks like if Suge Knight had dyslexia.
Suge Knight don't have dyslexia.
Well, well, well.
Anyway, but now after seeing the man, I see why those conversations were on Twitter about your soulmate or your dream man may not be your quote unquote type. And I was like, okay, but I mean, I don't think this really applies because clearly he has money, and that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But who are me to tell y'all what to do with y'all pussies and bussies and whatever other genitals y'all use and have and buy? So for whatever reason, their relationship is on the fast track. They've been dating for 5 months. They're already talking about marriage.
And pregnancy.
Did they have a conversation about pregnancy?
No, she gonna announce the pregnancy later in the season.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
look at from the looks, and this not me being funny because I still think Portia a bad bitch. Boy, don't get me wrong. But from the looks of it, she probably was pregnant in this premiere.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because
Mhm.
I was like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, like you said, she looked good. She looked good, but I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, they went ring shopping, and I don't. That whole thing was just weird to me.
I mean, maybe I don't know how it goes. I mean, Mike and I talked about it, and he was like, what type of ring you like, and I gave him an idea. But is ring shopping is that a thing? I guess maybe not when you poor, but I guess when you
Yeah,
got a little
I
coin,
guess
maybe
when
that's
you
a
have some
thing.
coin, my thing is just ring shopping after 5 months. That's my thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like and And they talk about a 10-carat ring, 10+ carat ring at that.
After
Rings
five
get really
months.
ugly when they that big and gaudy. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna even hold you. Like I feel like 2 to 3 carats is beautiful. When you start talking about 10 carats, it take over your fucking finger.
Yeah. It's not practical. It's just not realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess, I mean,
Well, Portia not a realistic motherfucker, so
well,
I guess it fits.
yeah.
I guess.
Portia looked like a prettier DuckTales.
Whenever you say somebody look like, and you before you even finish, I'll be cackling because I know this shit gonna be diabolical. Portia look like
You just
Mimi
start
look
giggling.
like I just start giggling.
Cause Curtis gonna give you one.
Listen, I just be making observations. That's all.
She did look very aquatic in that confessional. So I ain't,
Yeah.
mm,
She looked like
mm.
Side Duck Fine Cousin. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah,
It's fine. I mean, this relationship makes me uncomfortable, but
same.
I don't, and I could be projecting or I could be trash. I just feel like it's especially weird for somebody who was married and had been divorced to be rushing through the process.
Yeah.
It seems kind of off to me, but I mean, I ain't never been married, and y'all's brothers and uncles and stuff are trash, so I probably ain't gonna get married. But I was just like, I don't know about this, sister. But anyway,
Something. Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say something in the milk ain't clean, and my nigga sense is detecting some bullshit. But you know what? Whatever.
True, true. Something in the mascara ain't clean, but
He so I don't want to jump too far ahead because I know we'll get to it, but I know I want to get to it. But Candy mentions in the previews like that her friends have dated him. Some of her friends have dated him, and he's still keeping in touch with his exes. So something about him is really trash.
yeah. And
Aside from
to
aside from his body shape,
correct,
like I feel like he is cheating on Portia or some shit like that.
yeah. And to punctuate that, because when they went to Miami, it was Portia's birthday, and they all went to celebrate Nene getting back into the comedy thing, which ooh.
Mm.
And they were driving in the truck, and when Portia mentioned Candy, he started acting real weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, that's not to say we'll see what happens. We'll see how it unfolds. That's not to say that Candy wasn't out of place for kind of saying whatever she's saying. We'll have to see how it came about. But I definitely noticed that he got real fucking weird. Was like, well, I don't know. She was
Yeah.
like, well, did you meet the bitch or not? Like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, but I was just like, if you've met her before, but you don't remember where, why not just say that? Like, why are you acting weird?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
But
very,
anyway,
very weird.
Vivi weird, and he just, I don't know. I don't know. He looked like a flat thumb. Anyway,
Mm.
uh,
He looked like if you when you smash a loaf of bread accidentally in the car.
yeah,
Yeah, it's something to, it's
Mm.
definitely
yeah.
the money. He's not attractive to me.
Yeah. I mean, he not ugly, ugly,
He
but
not
he
ugly.
just, I don't
But
know.
his
The
body
whole
shape, he
package
looks
just,
sketchy. I don't know.
yeah,
He looked like his socks stink. I don't know what it is.
That is awesome.
yeah. He looked like he need to be wearing industrial strength deodorant. He refused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, so you're just gonna be perpetually musty. You just gonna walk around smelling like hot dogs? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That one thing when he was like, I sold 2,000 hot dogs this week. You can get whatever you
Yeah.
like. I was like, what?
Okay.
You probably smell like it too.
Right. I was like, hot dog. I was like, okay, drag me. I didn't know shit.
I
Okay.
mean,
Mm.
it
All right.
gotta be the money, because I don't know if I could fuck with a nigga that probably perpetually smells like the hot dog water.
Yeah,
I
you
just,
gotta beat them up also because I mean we and I wrote this down in my notes. Portia Portia is very attractive. She dumb as fuck, but I'm just looking at her and then looking at him. I'm just like
I
Mm.
mean, I'm not gonna say that because I know women that they like
What they like?
um I don't want to be rude, so they like
That's a first.
unconventional looking men.
Unconventional.
Unorthodox men. Okay, all right. That's what we're going with, friend.
So I mean, because hell, the queen of the universe, Beyonce, she's on record. She's like, I don't like pretty boys. She would never
Well,
have been with a
we
pretty
we
boy.
know.
However, we also know that Portia is materialistic. So
True. True.
I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah. You're
know.
right.
I
You're
don't
right.
know. It's just VV strange. But anyway, so we move over to the Leaks household, and Nene still has that nose.
Mm.
Um,
Ugh, that
I'm
nose,
I'm
child.
disappointed that she has not taken the opportunity to give it another try.
I'm I'm disappointed that she got more money and looks worse
Yeah,
because she had found a happy medium at some point,
she did. She
and then
looked
she
good.
well, it's like everything, her style, and wigs, that nose. I don't like any of it right now.
Like I
I
know
don't
one
get
time
it.
they was I think it was at the reunion last season when they did flashbacks and she had that short hair with like that brown. Like I was like, she looked good then. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, she had a really good. I ain't never seen. I'm sorry, I have to say this.
Come on with it. Come
I ain't never
on.
seen no bitch go get a nose job and come out with a bigger nose. I don't understand how that works. Where
I
did
mean,
the extra nose come from?
because this is fair, and we got to stop dancing around this.
And that nose.
She got a nose job, and it looks worse.
Much worse.
And what is killing me is I'm not gonna take this away from her. Nene body looks good. So
Hmm.
it's like the surgeon that did that body work, they couldn't refer you to somebody good with that nose.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very, very disappointing.
It's very disappointing because she looked like a muppet, and there
She
ain't no way
did.
around it. She looked like a muppet.
She do.
She,
So Greg has stage 3 colon cancer, which we knew about because we learned about that in real time when the diagnosis or when they went public with it. Um, so from what I can tell, I don't know if what we're seeing is him in the middle of battling it or if it's like that kind of limbo recovery time because he has surgery
yeah,
and
they removed part of his colon. So I'm thinking that even after they do surgery, they still do a round or two of chemo.
yeah.
So I'm thinking we probably are seeing Greg as he goes through surgery recovery
Hmm.
and maybe chemo or radiation.
Right.
Hmm.
And I don't really have too much to add on that. Like I know we just talked about Nene knows, and that stands. But
We
having a loved one dealing with cancer is real, and we know how cancer is treacherous.
Yeah.
And
we are wishing Greg.
we're wishing Greg the best
Uh,
because I don't know what his status is now because we know this was back in what June maybe.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
So
we
I
are.
don't know what's going on with him now, but I
Yeah,
haven't heard anything bad. So
yeah, we definitely are wishing you, Greg, and the Leaks family all the
yeah,
strength in the world to deal with this. And Nene is back doing comedy, and I'm not sure why,
yeah, I
but
don't. Especially it seems like a weird time to be trying to do comedy.
yeah.
Just in her individual journey. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting. I don't know if I would feel like trying to be funny when my husband is dealing with cancer, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she got some jokes from when she got kicked off from the last time. I don't know.
When she got kicked off that escape tour.
Yeah. Speaking of escape, so we see Candy and the Scott sisters. Which shout out to Latasha. She's looking better. She don't look like Project Pat no more.
Bonk, bonk.
um Tamika's wigs still be bad. Them bangs, I just
Mm,
I
mm.
don't. Okay, but anyway, so they went to the ASCAP Awards. They got the what was it? The song, the Golden Note Award,
Golden Note Award.
and Tiny was there with them eyes, looking like a vampire. But
Shit. Looking like she was fresh from Castlevania, but you know.
yeah, I
Mm.
mean,
I mean, other than that, she looked
I'm
good.
tired of her being ugly though.
yeah, I'm not gonna
Um,
lie. Like I like Tiny, but it disappoints me that she did that to her eyes, and now she looked like even more of a little pit bull.
bitch looks like a red nosed pit bull.
She does, and that makes me sad. Like, damn, girl, you got them eyes. You look like a pit bull. Your man won't stop cheating on you. Like, god damn.
Oh God. Yeah, I like Tiny as a person,
Oh
but yeah,
yeah, I was like, why they ain't showing Tiny? Because they Tiny in a VH1 deal. So okay,
Hmm.
yeah. She was in like
okay.
one scene and that was
Yeah,
it. Well, a
just when
couple
they
of
were
scenes.
accepting the award,
Yeah.
she showed up. But it was interesting to see them together again. And it's so funny because, I guess they really worked it out because Candy was really like, I will perform with y'all and we can do some stuff, but new music, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. And they are currently on the So Def tour. Doing their thing, I guess. But I just shout out to growth, I guess. Cause that just seems like a recipe for disaster. Like, I mean, I'm part of the group, but I'm not doing the new shit. So y'all go ahead and do your own new shit.
Yeah.
And
And
I'm gonna
then I
just be
just
over
come in.
here. And I'll
Right.
just come in and I'll come perform our old shit.
But the
And
new
then
shit,
leave.
good luck.
And shout out to Candy because she did come out with a new single. And it actually sounds good. I liked it. I forget the name of it, so I must not have liked it that much. But I did like it
I
when
was
I
about
heard
to
it.
say it was okay.
I liked it. I'm not saying it was a great song, but I liked it, especially for Candy. Cause
It had a little bounce appeal. It was a
yeah,
little
yeah,
that real nasty sex song. I
yeah.
just you know
I just
at
feel
the
like I don't want to hear that song if a sex tape is not coming with it.
yeah, I was not only that is I just Candy is attractive to me, but she like way too secretive of a freak for me to like. It's like, yeah, this is nasty, but like you said, Curtis, girl, where's the visuals? Where's you and Todd fucking? That's what I
Yeah,
want to see.
yeah, yeah.
Help me,
Help me,
help to support your shit
right?
by releasing that sex tape.
At least the clip it. Give us a snip. Give us 15 seconds. Give us something. But anyway, moving right along. So Cynthia Bailey also too, and as well has a new man. His name is Mike Hill, and she met him through Steve Harvey. So I feel like this is already a mess.
So
But
he's a recipe
Curtis,
for fucking
that is literally
disaster.
my damn note.
because when she was like, I met him through my good friend Steve Harvey, and I
I
was
was
like,
like,
okay, this is how I know that
yeah.
you are not on the up and up because you
And it
should not.
reminded me of that episode. She was on the episode of his damn show, and I was like, ooh,
Mm,
ooh.
Mm,
mm.
Tell him
Indeed,
nothing.
London.
mm.
Mm,
I
So
just,
they've been dating for 3 months,
mm.
well, I'm
and
glad she stopped messing with whoever that nigga was that they was arguing about all last season.
oh yeah, when the one that Eva was like, okay, but was she your friend or was you dating her?
Right.
And he was tripping over his words like Lolo Jones tripping over a hurdle. Um, I don't know where that came from.
It's fine. It applied. It's fine.
Anyway, so they've been dating 3 months, and she's in her whatever she called that house, FaceTiming him. And then Noelle popped up, and Noelle had me screaming when she just snatched the phone and was like, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
But what really made us upset as a collective group, we became that fist that Big Mama was talking about in Soul Food, in unity and anger, when Cynthia motherfucking Bailey got that wine glass and put a whole fucking bag of grapes in there. Green grapes at that.
Green motherfucking table grapes.
And then poured white wine in there. and acted like she was really doing something
That bitch poured a Sutter Home Pinot Grigio on that motherfucking glass. In
on
that red
regular
wine, in that
green grape.
red wine goblet. Bitch.
Cynthia,
I ain't, I ain't even no wine connoisseur, but at least I know how to Google which glasses go with which. Bitch,
Yeah, like
this
when
what
you
I'm
in the
saying.
privacy of your home, it don't matter. But you on TV, man,
national TV looking the fuck stupid.
and you have money.
Right.
Like it ain't like
Doing
my broke ass in here drinking wine out of a fucking mason jar. Like
Like you have money, you have access, beloved.
you motherfucker.
she really
Bitch,
went. She went to Publix and
you
got all them
listen
fucking grapes.
and didn't wash them.
Didn't wash them, and
She
I'm
just
just like,
popped the
so
shit. I'm like, what are
what
we
is
doing with
grapes?
this?
What is grapes supposed to do in a wine glass? Like grapes don't give off no flavor if they not busted open. So what is that supposed to do?
And fermenting.
Right. And I don't even think they make wine out of those kind of grapes. So I'm just really confused. Like,
And like she was supposed up there posing on FaceTime like she was doing something, like she was sexy. Noelle was looking at her like, girl.
yeah. And so then it got real weird and dark because the conversation went kind of left. And Noelle was like, I'm sitting right here. And the dude was like, oh, I forgot she was there. And I was like, this is weird.
Right. He talking about like, oh, I like to be in control. And Cynthia like, oh, you I'm like, Noelle is like right there.
And my thing with that, because Cynthia was like, can't you go somewhere? And I'm like, bitch, you got a whole house. You can't go have this conversation in your room. You
Did
already
my
feeling loose.
how old is Noelle? She's 18 yet?
I'm not sure. I think she got
I just felt like the way she was talking to Noelle over some new dick was weird to me.
3 months. 3 months.
Ain't you go somewhere, girl? That's your motherfucking daughter. Where she got to go?
And she
Why you on this
specifically,
shit?
the man asked her what you got up, and she was like, I came to hang out with my mom.
Like, bitch,
It was just weird.
it was weird. I didn't like it. I'm not alluding to anything about Cynthia as a mother. It was a weird moment
Yeah, it was just a weird moment.
that I wish hadn't happened. Because while I think Cynthia is attractive, she's not sexy to me. So it was just like, all right, Auntie.
Yeah. She has the capacity to be sexy, but that definitely was not it. Them damn grapes.
That cheap wine. It
I
just.
was like,
Noelle is 19.
okay.
Oh, okay. She's 19.
Yeah. Noelle is very pretty though.
She is.
She comes from some good
I
DNA
was gonna
now.
say, yeah, she come from good stock, so never mind.
Because Leon's still fine.
Yeah, he always been fine.
He aging amazingly.
Yeah. Speaking of
That's what.
fine, so we see Eva's little family, and Eva has dropped that baby. She getting back to her fighting size, I guess. Looking good.
Yeah. That family
Her,
picture was really good. They look
Let me
yeah.
tell you what made me have a gag moment when that photographer was like, "Let me get some, but with just you." When
Woo!
I
When
tell
she
you that
turned
bitch
that
was
shit
meant to
on.
be a model, I was like, "Ooh, bitch, you, ooh."
No, you let me tell you what had me hollering when she was like the difference between my modeling style and Cynthia's modeling style is I guess about 20 years. I was like, ooh. I was like, ooh,
Ooh.
ooh.
Shade.
I was like, ooh. But yeah, I same Candace. When she turned that shit on, I was in here like, damn. I
Yeah.
know that man is like, I'm the luckiest motherfucker on the planet.
That's what he
And
was
I
looking like. He
mean,
was just standing.
yeah, they have a stunning family.
Yeah, that little
Yeah.
boy is very,
It's
very cute.
very cute, and the little girl is really cute,
Yeah.
and I'm glad that she got her and that child away from that abusive ass baby father she
Yeah.
has.
Because
Yeah.
y'all heard when she said, she was like, Mike is the only father that Marley has ever known. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, her baby daddy is trash.
Yeah. What's his name? It don't matter. We don't need to give him no
Trash.
shine.
Little
Trash.
trash.
I think it's Kevin Gates,
What
that
what?
nigga from
No, Kevin.
not Kevin McCall, yeah, that
Yeah.
nigga from that one Chris Brown song they played the life out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
They do
Him.
that with every Chris Brown song. But anyway,
True.
trash.
Yeah.
So we move a little bit forward. Nene was in her store. Was it? I don't know. Swag,
Yeah,
and then she's opening a
selling the
store.
latest, greatest Fashion Nova fashion.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then she's opening the store in Miami. I think she said called Swagalicious, and I was like,
Mm. Which the self drag of your you naming that store that and you don't have none of your own. But you know what? That's fine.
no. And so her and Portia back tight, and Portia was in there doing a lot, trying to, make her laugh and stuff. So I was like, okay, I guess that's a nice little moment. But that was definitely one of the moments when I looked at Portia and I was like, oh no, sis might be pregnant.
London, give it a rest.
um, and then we move right along. So Candy, she brought her family to. I think that award ceremony was in New York. I'm not 100% sure though. Anyway, so they brought the whole family. Todd, um,
Lil Ace.
Todd's not so never. You know what? She's not grown. Never mind. Todd's daughter and Riley and Ace and her manager, I think,
Yeah.
of Candy Coated Entertainment or whatever it's called.
Mm-hmm.
So they were all there, and basically it was a drag fest because
Them children were dragging the fuck out of Todd and Candy.
yeah, because Candy was like, well, what would y'all feel, or what would it be like if we had more kids? And Riley was like, absolutely the fuck not.
Like I do not want to raise another goddamn child because y'all ain't never around. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
because Candy was like, well, we still have embryos, and I don't feel right just leaving them. And Riley was like, I feel perfectly fine telling you to leave them. We don't need no more babies. Y'all ain't never around. She was like, I see how y'all all are as parents. So no, I'm good. I was like, ooh.
I was like, spicy shit.
Ooh. It was muy caliente. Riley was not here for the shits.
Correct.
At all.
And Lil Ace was just over there like, I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, Poe Baby was so tired.
He was so tired.
And when they was on that red carpet for them award, he was out there doing all that yelling because he was so tired. Candy was like, "Oh, I guess I miscalculated his bedtime," and I was like, and the other thing that had me hollering because so Riley was reading Candy, and then in her confessional, she was like, "Yes, I do work a lot, but I'm at all of my kids' doctor's appointments and all of this and all of that." And then she got an alert on her phone, and she was like, "Oh, I missed the conference for Ace's school." Damn. I was like, so you gonna self drag in addition to being dragged by Riley. Got it.
Yeah. A self drag.
That was a crop of help because Riley was like, you ain't around and you got me out here in these goddamn wigs, child.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Hello. I know, that's why I said
it. Somebody need to call CPS on Candy about the little girl wigs now. Child, goddamn. When at first it took me a minute to realize that was Riley because she looked so fucking old in that cheap wig. Listen, babe, I'd rather you forbid your daughter from wearing wigs than to have her out here in one of them Karen Huger wigs. Okay? Now that wig was the fuck terrible. I was like, Candy, girl, is everything okay with Riley?
No, it is not.
Where's Brick at to step in on this bullshit? At least he's somewhere still being a part-time dad. Like, girl, what the fuck? Riley sitting there looking like her grandmama in that wig and shit.
Old lady gang.
Literally. Old lady wig. Old bitch wig. Yeah, daughter out here in old bitch wig.
Sister Odell wig.
Ooh.
Ooh, child. Ooh.
Oh, goodness.
Good
luck, Riley. Good luck.
Good luck, girl. You lost all that weight. Hopefully you'll get that together too. But
oh, apparently you gonna need it because Todd Karen ain't never around. So good luck.
Okay.
Good luck. Hey, fuck y'all.
I mean, it's the truth. Candy kind of trifling. She don't even leave no glam squad behind for Riley or nothing. Jesus.
Mm. Had
Mm.
Mm.
Riley out here styling like Nene. Candy, you know damn better, girl. What you doing?
Listen,
Ew.
Ooh.
listen. But
Mm.
we gonna revisit the wig conversation when we get to Black Ink Crew.
Yeah.
Cause woo, oh. So
Woo. Mm.
when Portia decided that she wanted to get all the girls to go to Miami to support Nene, and she called Candy.
That conversation was awkward as shit.
Fuck the conversation. Why the fuck does Candy have a ringback tone of herself?
Y'all.
I was like,
Listen,
bitch, this is
that
not
was the most
2002. What the fuck is this?
that
It
was the most
sounded the fuck bad.
most narcissistic bullshit. I was like,
I was
is
like,
this
a
bitch
ringback tone?
this bitch smoking dicks?
Yo, I can't
And
even
it
like.
sounded like she recorded this shit in a porta potty.
Every man needs a woman.
I was like, this is terrible. I was like, I can't believe you are a Grammy Award winning artist, and this is what you do with your cellular device. You need your ass beat.
Oh man.
I could not believe that. And it's like anytime when it's Portia and Candy, you be like, Candy need to be on her P's and Q's, and she disappoints you every time with some silliness.
Some foolishness. Cause that
All them, everybody, all them ugly people in that kitchen was looking like the hell.
yo. Cause what that nigga name, Portia, Fran, or whatever the fuck, that nigga looked like a baboon.
I don't know. And Portia definitely got all the looks because her sister, her sister not ugly, but she just looked plain.
Damn, I forgot that was her damn sister. Shit.
But then again, we don't know what Portia bought and what she didn't. So,
True. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
So yeah, so they go to Miami and it's Portia's birthday. So she was like, "Oh, I was thinking about introducing you to the ladies, but I think we're gonna hold off on that." And so he asked, who all was there. She started going down the list of ladies that was there. And as we said earlier, when she got to Candy, he started acting hella weird.
Vivi weird.
Mm-hmm.
And but then they went to, I guess, an apartment, and he pulled out all the stops. Again, we know the man got money. And they had a personal chef, and some other bitch was in there. I don't know what she was there for, but she was there. Let me not call her bitch. And then he had pedals all on the ground to the bed, and it was just a lot going on. And they ended the episode on a little cliffhanger, and he's like, "Oh, I got something for you," and he had a box, and then they did all this weird editing, and then it was to be continued. And I was like, "Was this that y'all could have just left this part out and started the next episode with this?" But whatever.
Yeah, like y'all, the premiere of the new season, and y'all starting on the cliffhanger already. But
Yeah.
okay, I guess.
Yeah, that don't give me high hopes for the rest of the season, but we're gonna see what happens.
Right.
We're gonna have to pray that Shamari is trash and
Keep some shit
entertains
going.
us.
Yeah, pray for the trash. Pray to keep some shit going.
Yeah, because I don't have high hopes for the season so far. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't think it'll be as bad as season 10.
Yeah.
That shit was the fuck.
But season 10 was fucking terrible.
Dry, baby, dry.
Dry like
was bad.
Dry like Riley.
Like,
but anyway,
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We were there, friend. We were there.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. I'm watching London. She just went and grabbed these cookies off the counter. Come on, Stretch Armstrong. Give me the cookies. I keep forgetting you about 4 feet tall. Thank you.
Yeah, London definitely taller than you.
Oh, wait a motherfucking minute. Hold the fucking phone now.
No, listen, because at the last weekend, I was like, shit. I was like, I forgot you was this short. I didn't.
Wow.
Listen,
Well, yeah, I'm a little on the short side.
a lot.
I'm taller than Tay. That's all that matters.
Well,
Her titties tall though, so she got
indeed,
that going for her. Shout out
definitely.
to shout out to
Shout out to
Tay.
Tay. So,
But yeah,
yeah, that's it for
I'm
Bad
not.
Wigs of Atlanta for the most part.
Yeah, I'm not. The season doesn't give me hope. Not even the previews. I feel like the
No,
biggest thing is gonna be as usual. These past couple seasons, Candy versus Portia,
yeah,
Candy versus Portia. Like I'm not even trying to be funny, but keep it. Keep
yeah.
keep that. It's old now.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like all of the remakes that Hollywood is doing, and it's like
Yeah,
maybe
how
if y'all
many
gave some
remakes?
of the other ladies some storylines, we wouldn't have to keep going back to this.
Yeah.
But because from what I can tell, nobody has a storyline except for Nene, and her storyline is not really going to coincide with nothing else because we talking about Greg having cancer.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ain't none of y'all doing nothing, Cynthia. Like, I just anyway. So yeah, I don't have high hopes, but I don't think it's gonna be on the level of Love and Hip
Trash is
Hop
saying.
Hollywood
Mm-mm.
because I don't think it's gonna be that bad to the point where we have to quit the show mid
No, I think
season.
they're gonna give us just enough to be like, okay, this shit was dry, but this happened.
Yeah, yeah, they're gonna give us just enough to keep coming back, but we're gonna be mad as hell about it.
Yeah, I agree.
So speaking of mad as hell, Black Ink Crew.
Mm.
So I don't know what happened in the past episodes that we missed, and I didn't go back and watch them because I don't care. But this
Same.
episode, so Sky and Genesis, Genesis finally powered down from being a Super Saiyan.
Hey, hey, listen. When me and Mike was watching that, we was like, this nigga walked in the shop with some energy. This
Hmm.
nigga got some. I beat everybody ass in here energy.
You
Yep.
do. Tell
What
him.
you expect? He got cornrows.
Right. Any nigga in 2018 that still got cornrows, you know they live the fight.
Yeah.
Also, he looked like Sky. He looked just like Sky.
He
Yeah, he
really do.
does. He does. He kind of got like some model cheekbones. Like I could see it.
Yeah, she got some handsome kids. I can't take that away from
Yeah.
her.
I mean, she's a nice looking lady. She just crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they made up and whatever therapy or whatever he did to get over his anger, and now he's okay with his mama.
Which good luck to him. 'Cause that's all I got. Cause I can't say good luck, Scott, cause fuck her. But
Yeah. And then the other son, Dez, is like, oh yeah, my friend got murdered. He got shot in my apartment while I wasn't there. And so that was a whole thing. And Sky was like, get your fucking shit together. Cause it sounded like you rolling with the bad crowd. And I couldn't disagree because that just sound
Mm-mm.
hella suspect. Like
yeah,
you just happen to be gone and your homie gets shot through the door
yeah.
Yeah,
in
that's
your
some funny as
apartment.
shit.
Like that, yeah. So um
And even shit, even Genesis told him like, yo, that's the people you hang around.
yeah,
Like I don't
Genesis was like, you my brother. I'm not trying to see you go out there like that.
right.
And you ain't about that life, which true.
He ain't. The nigga's a high school football star who wanted to go to the army until they told him he had dry skin.
Hmm. So, but we'll double back to that. So then we move on to Donna having a conversation with Jada. They both looking the fuck bad. I just
Two unemployed bitches.
unemployed wigs.
I'm finna say them. These the most looking like some damn yo. They're looking like the crystal gems and shit from Stevie Universe.
Listen. Well, Donna missing a tooth, so she got to be a shattered one. Anyway, crack Jim. um,
um, so because we took a break, so we like 2 episodes, behind catching up. But I'm Y'all know I don't really care for C's, but when he told Donna, "Why the fuck am I talking to you? You a worker, I'm the boss." End the conversation. Toki stays. Fuck out of here. It's gonna be me or Toki. That nigga said, "Don't leave yet. I made my decision. It's Toki."
Yep. And she looked and sound the fuck stupid because I'm like, you taking your anger out towards Teddy and sees out on this girl. This girl didn't do nothing, and you being upset with her and trying to draw a line in the sand is not going to get Jada her job back.
Here's
and
the
and
thing:
also trying to draw a line. Oh, go ahead.
if we run it way back, Jada got what her hand called for
Correct.
because she been putting her hands on bitches in that shop over Teddy for a fucking minute now. And so whatever this shit that happened this time, while she wasn't the aggressor, it was just her bad juju catching up with her. Because her and the Mexican bitch that's supposed to be the shop
Tati.
manager? Yeah,
Tati.
her. Mhm.
Which
I mean, Jada kicked all that off initially.
She did. That's
So
not untrue.
it's like,
it's not
okay,
untrue. However, we still can't overlook the fact that she tried to make peace and then they flipped it on her.
ain't no peace. Ain't no peace unless you put your hands on people. Like peace could have been made had Jada not tried to beat Tati the fuck up last season. Then peace could have been made then, but she really tried to beat that girl ass over Teddy last season.
She didn't try. She succeeded.
Yeah, she did. She beat her the fuck up.
Yeah, she did
So
be
I
that.
She
mean,
whooped
it's
her
like,
ass.
and I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm Tati, it ain't gonna never be no peace with me and that bitch ever. You try to fight me over some dick, we never gonna be peaceful because you a
Well, but
retarded bitch.
the thing about that is, it's not Tati that was the aggressor, and that it was Teddy.
Yeah, I was going to
Uh,
say, and then also you got to remember Tati. While that's true, Candace, I agree with you. Tati and typical, I don't know what it is with these Latinos and on Black Ink. This one and the other one going for a white woman. She was trying to make peace with Jada too, but then when Tati started getting, I mean not Tati, when Teddy started getting aggressive, then when she doubled back and tried to, play the victim and shit. So it's like, hey,
Yeah, but
I
I don't
mean,
disagree. Like, your track record, you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
snake your track record. So, and plus, it was like, again, and we said this in a previous episode. You had all that energy. You was like, "Fuck Black Ink." You was
Yep.
trying to recruit Young Bay, and so now you sitting up
yeah,
here looking
Yeah.
crazy,
Young baby was like,
wanting
girl,
your
I got
job.
I
bills.
want my job back. Listen,
And my thing is, it's like, I don't even feel like she really want her job back. She just don't want somebody else to have it.
basically, she don't want her job back as a receptionist. She wants her place back on Black Ink to get that
Right.
check.
Correct.
When she got fired, she pretty much was written off the show, and that's always how it is. But you should have thought about that. When motherfuckers told you to take your ass back to New York, you should have took your ass back to New York. Like at some point, and C's get on my motherfucking nerves, but at some point, when he tell a motherfucker to do something, they should just do it.
Yep.
Just fucking do it. He told Donna and Jada to get the fuck on and get back to New York and run those shops. And they like, we finna stay down here and cause more trouble. Well, guess what? Now your ass pregnant, unemployed, and was involved in the shootout. Good luck, bitch. See you
Yep.
later. Toodles. I don't know what you want because you could have had a job.
Yep.
And so, and same with Donna. Why did you always trying to go head up with a shop owner, bitch, when you don't even own your own place? Oh, roommate having ass bitch. Like you don't have nothing to yourself, but trying to tell a man who own 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tattoo shops what the fuck he better do.
I mean,
Over a girl that got fired and embraced it and quit on top of that.
Like, girl, I'm trying
Like,
to figure this shit the fuck out. I'm not. And when she gonna tell Alex, you my man, so you got my back, he like, bitch, I got bills, I got a kid, I'm on probation, I got to stay employed, bitch. I know you got me full circle fucked up. I'm not. That nigga said, I'm not doing it.
nope.
She mad than the
So
motherfucker. He told her to sleep on it and sleep on it some more, and then act like she got some fucking sense.
listen,
I like Alex. I didn't like him at first because him and Mel had got off to a bad start.
he
But
came into the shop on bad with that vagina slayer bullshit. It
yeah.
was
you
just,
see, he
I feel
laid
he.
that shit.
I feel.
You see,
Go
he
ahead,
laid
Ken.
that shit to rest real quick.
yep.
Yeah, I feel like he's cleaned up a lot.
I'm
'Cause
sure he probably got bombarded on social media. It was like, nigga, you are how old? Talking about vagina slayer? You sound the fuck stupid.
Like you barely
He
you.
did because I had said something and he had responded to me on Twitter. I was like, I would like him so much more if he would just be professional. I don't
Yeah.
want to get no tattoo from a nigga named the Vagina Slayer.
Well, he sure took that advice because he dropped that shit. His art got better, and he moving like he got some sense. Which also, I believe, probably is shit that's going on with his dad. Probably also attributed to that too. But
Well, yeah, he seemed to have a better relationship with his dad. He taking care of his son. That nigga said, you want me to stop coming to work because you being irrational.
Taking a cause up for somebody that probably would not do the same for you. Because I don't feel like
Uh,
Jada has no loyalty to
I
anybody.
don't see Jada picketing outside of Black Ink for Donna
Oh
yeah,
hell, she not even picking it outside of Black Ink on
for
her
her
own
behalf.
behalf.
Listen, because if she really wanted her job back, she could have asked C's to go be a receptionist in one of his other shops. If you
Mm-hmm.
was that fucking serious,
yo,
like,
remember
okay, I
when?
know I got some beef with, I know I don't get along with Teddy and Tati, but is there any way I could be the receptionist at 125? I'm willing to move down and be the receptionist at whatever. He got 5 shops. He got one in New Orleans. He got one in Orlando, the one that's in Atlanta, and then the 2 in New York. Like, girl, if you really wanted a job that bad, you would have made a way.
Yep.
Uh,
Yo, hey, remember when Donna moved in with Jada and Jada was asking her for rent and Donna was like, "Girl, what rent?"
oh, remember when didn't she move out on Jada to move in
Yeah,
with a
Yeah,
nigga?
with
yeah,
Mo.
yeah,
I left, and Jada was about to beat her ass,
yeah.
So
and
I'm
she was
just
like,
like,
"Girl, don't beat my ass. I'm gonna help you find somebody." Yeah, we ain't forgot, ho.
The niggas remember.
Indeed,
I'm like, girl,
the
you
North
doing a
Side
whole fucking
remembers.
lot for somebody who you abandoned and broke lease
Hmm.
on. You better go
Hmm.
sit your stupid ass down.
Yep.
However, there's a key moment that I want to discuss. When Teddy and C's were in the shop and they said something got to be wrong with Donna because she got her ass done before she got a bottom tooth.
And I could not disagree. I could not disagree. As much as Teddy and Steve get on my motherfucking nerves, I could not disagree. Ooh, shit.
Mm.
Ooh, ooh.
True.
Donna teeth definitely look like chess pieces on the goddamn board. Cause ooh, shit.
And so to add to that, Donna's dumbass in her defiance has spent however much money to rent out a space to do tattoos. And Alex is like, why would you spend all this money renting out a space when you got a space? All you got to do is go talk to C's and apologize.
Listen, Alex was trying to talk sense into her, and I was like, Alex, I applaud you, but you can't talk sense
Yeah.
out of bird sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he was like, the money in is not going to equal the money out. And your money going to be fucked up.
Yeah. And
And she was just being hard headed. And I was just like,
she was like, the goal was gonna meet, and Alex was like, I was like, I could tell you failed economics, Donna. God damn. Oof.
failed economics, failed dentistry, just some.
Curtis, goddamn.
Anyway,
Failed life because ooh, shit,
yeah,
dumb.
yeah.
Ooh.
So let's move on. Let's circle back. We done talked about the teeth, so let's get back to the wigs. So
Mm.
Melody, Melody showed up in that shop with that musty ass white man that she married to. And do y'all remember that picture that be on Twitter people you using of Countess Vaughn, and she had the wig that looked like that?
Yeah.
What possessed Melody to put a bone straight wig on, shoulder length or maybe a little bit longer, over them crop circle ass dreads that she got? I do not know. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody put a wig on and look that bad.
First of all, Lalo looked like he smelled like afterbirth.
He looked like he
And
smelled like smegma.
Yeah. Yeah.
He act musty. He looked musty.
Like smell like he looked like he smelled like some old chicken. Some old unseasoned chicken.
But he didn't tell a lie because he was like, your wig is, well, he did lie when he said her wig was on point. But the overall point, he didn't lie. He was like, your wig is on point, your makeup is on point, but you don't have a tattoo machine. Because she walked in there with that horrible wig to ask him to borrow a tattoo machine because for whatever reason, the one she had don't work. And for whatever reason, we know the reason that sent him into a tizzy.
It
Like,
should.
But he been fed up.
I googled I googled him or whatever, and he runs a successful tattoo shop, and he's good at what he does. However, one thing for sure and two for certain, and I don't care what anybody says about this, ain't no white man finna talk to me ridiculous.
Yeah. Like he didn't lie, but the way he talked to her,
the way he talked to her and always talks to her,
always, yeah.
Yo, I was like,
and he ain't even a fine white man. Like
the nigga looks like a pair of dirty loafers.
He looked like old Navy flip flops.
Yes,
that's been worn real
yeah,
real
you know when they start turning brown.
I agree.
And so to me, I'm just like, nah. It's a no for me. Like he had a point, but as usual, he always talked to her like she just some retarded black bitch, and she allows it. That's it.
Yeah.
He talks to her like he saved her and shit. Like before you met me, you was just a tragic mulatto. Now you got me.
He talked to her like he told her to go outside for Thanksgiving while the rest of his family eat.
Shout out to Elon James, retarded ass. you ain't back of the bus, Barbie.
I knew you were gonna clean it up. That was
you and Jim Crow James. Anyway,
Thanksgiving
is rolling around, and we hope that your brother-in-law asks for you to be able to sit at the table with him and not by the doggy door again. Take care, bitch.
He eating his little to-go plate in the driveway.
Right, suffer.
Suffering. Anyway,
suffering and stuffing.
Ooh, can you imagine? And then the food probably ain't. Anyway.
He did all of that to be able to eat green bean casserole.
That's what Melody's husband looked like. He looked like cream of mushroom. He do. So we move on. We go back to the shop, and some weird bitch named Signature came in.
Sorry, y'all. London being bad. But please get to this because this confused me.
Yeah. So some weirdo named Signature came in there.
First of all, that name, like girl,
out the blue, and was like, "Oh, I'm here to help you improve your brand." And and then Kitty was like, "Well, I'm the brand ambassador," and Signature was like, "Oh, well, you look like trash, so I'm just gonna talk to C." And so she was showing him some kind of little raggedy pitch that she put together and was like, "Oh, we need to be selling your merchandise on Amazon and And everybody in the shop was like, "This bitch sound loony."
She was like, "We need to package this with flat tummy tea. Like, you need to put it on Instagram." I was like, "But,"
and but C's goofy ass, because she was, charming him, was like, "I mean, I don't know what she talking about, but I'll let her talk." I was like,
and he could see, especially Kitty was visibly confused, and
he doing that to bother Kitty, which I don't understand, because I'm like, you've already been there and done that. Like, why do you care about?
But you know what? No, because Kitty won't take him back. Remember, she caught him at that ski trip, and she was like, "Okay, I'm cool on you for real." And he been trying to get in her good graces since, and she won't give him the time of day.
Oh, so you think this was
this damn show ain't gonna get in her good graces?
Since he can't get in her good graces, he gonna get on her nerves. That's what you're saying?
Since he can't get in her panties, he gonna get on her nerves. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's typical.
Cause that sounds like some shit C's would do. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Because he been after Kitty since that ski trip with that white bitch.
Yeah. Because wasn't they getting back on good terms, and then he fucked it up with that shit? Yep.
Yes.
Yep. And you're right, because he been doing weird shit ever since.
Yep.
Doing weird pranks and whatever they did with the luggage when they took that one trip, and yeah, he been hella weird ever since. But that girl's Signature is even more weird. So
Yeah.
I'm just don't tell me you know marketing or no brand ambassador or whatever the fuck you call yourself, and you talking about me marketing my tattoo shop with flat tummy tea. Bitch, if you don't fucking go,
And she
that
didn't
shit
have no
don't even
business cards.
and that shit don't even add up because
Nope.
when you get a tattoo, you need to be able to sit still for a few hours. Tummy tea make you shit. So like you ain't even trying to market me in congruence with something that makes sense. Bitch, you trying to market me with diarrhea tea. I know
Mhm.
you fucking lying.
Flat tummy ink, I guess.
Correct. Although I have to say,
He needs to talk to Ryan because nobody is moving merch on between these shows like Ryan is.
Hmm.
well, that's because Ryan actually know what the fuck he doing and
Yeah,
sees.
Ryan coming for him too. Ryan got him a second shot. We're gonna see how that unfolds on the next season, but he definitely starting to
The
stack
fact
up.
that we on Black Ink, but we more looking forward to Chicago. That should tell you a lot. And if anybody from New York listens to this, y'all need to get y'all shit together because y'all shit is dry.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pretty dry and
Very,
goofy.
very
But shout out to C's for not firing Toki for having that little meltdown that she had, and for the people in that shop actually showing some compassion.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes y'all do half of something right.
Sometime.
Sometimes
A
emphasis.
quarter, half is
Yeah.
giving you guys a lot. An
Hmm.
Yeah.
eighth, 1/32.
Well, all right.
So
Sometimes you do a pinch.
A tinch, like the old folks say, a tinch.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Speaking of a taint, so Melody came in with a taint of tears. Um, talking to Kitty.
That need to be the show title. A taint of tears.
Let me write it down.
Crying over that white man, that musty ass white man, yet
Imagine
again.
crying over a white man in
Imagine
2018.
crying over a white man who
Ooh,
looks like a toe with fungus.
ooh, try to.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely looked like a
I
moldy
just
Stretch Armstrong doll.
he
You do.
is very fucking ugly, and I know them dreads stink. That
Everything. I
dread does.
know them dreads
It's like one.
stank, them
It's one
cargo
dread.
shorts stank.
He
He looked like the type that'll wear the same pair of pants like for a week straight.
Yeah, and the
definitely
same
do.
draws too.
And
Mm-hmm.
socks.
And we know he used to it because we ain't forgot that RV. I know y'all wasn't watching no goddamn clothes. Y'all wasn't. Y'all,
Yo, Curtis, yo, when I watched it, it reminded me of the episode we did with Lexi and Tay when we were talking about she couldn't make no goddamn oodles and noodles.
that's what I was about to say. We know they wasn't in there eating and they wasn't in there washing no goddamn clothes because they ain't had no electricity. We know he used to living in squalor and filth.
Oh man, whoo,
Ugh.
child.
Hey, squalor, one of my favorite words. You know how disgusting you got to be for somebody to say you living in squalor? You are peak disgusting.
He
Ooh,
just looked gross. He just
you
ugh.
do, you do.
But yeah, so and Kitty was like, "Well, girl, whatever you need, we here for you." And I was like, "Are y'all?" Because
Are you?
historically speaking,
Mm, mm, mm.
y'all have not had Melody's back at
Cause
all.
remember when Donna.
Oh, that's what I wanted to bounce back on. C's ain't tell a single fucking lie when he told Donna, bitch, you been fighting in this shop since you got here. Now you talking about you worried about your safety. Man, if you don't get the fuck on.
Mm.
However many fights you done had with Sky, you done fought with Melody, like girl, bye.
Remember when
You
she
done fought with everybody in that motherfucking shop. And you talking about we don't feel safe working with Toki. Bitch, go listen.
Like, don't you have a whole ex boyfriend that's like out to kill you and sent his sister to come fight you in the shop?
it was the sister and the cousin, wasn't it? Because it was two people that came.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if anybody should not feel safe, it's everybody else. You the one that's bringing all the drama and danger.
Mm-hmm.
Danger.
That's what her
I
teeth
was
look like.
like,
That
I was like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? Talking about we fear for our safety. Who is we, bitch? Because
mm,
everybody in this fucking shop be fighting
yeah.
all the motherfucking time.
That's
And we
all
need
they do.
to,
Hey, which remind me, I wrote this down. Speaking of Melody, husband, he ain't tell no lie. I mean, we ain't like his delivery, but he ain't tell no lie when he said that they all do shit in that damn shop.
oh yeah. He was reading. He was like, I
They don't. He was reading, but they don't have to though, because they get that big fish check.
That's
yeah.
But
true.
still,
That's true.
He was,
but
but
still,
when he told her you turn into somebody I don't like, I was like, ooh,
Right?
she turned into, and even then, I was like, she turned into somebody who has a life outside of him, and
yeah,
he's pissed off
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
yeah. He
Cause
don't
he
like
seemed
that.
like well, I ain't no seem. He is the controlling type.
Yeah,
Melody enjoys that shop as long as she's not managing it.
yeah,
She
Yeah.
enjoys working there. She enjoys the partying. She do need her ass whipped for not having money to buy no working tattoo gun. He had a very valid point about that.
yep.
Cause bitch, what is you arguing with it? What is you tattooing with a needle? Like
Mm.
just a sewing needle? Bitch, you doing gel tattoos.
Candace.
A big pen and a stone,
Yeah. And
girl.
taking the ink off magazines and shit. Like, girl, what the
Mhm.
fuck is you doing? But yeah, you turning somebody on like, no, she have a life outside of you and you don't like it.
Yep.
Right.
She didn't want to be a stay-at-home mom because he wanted her to stay home.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, why are you going back to work? We have a child. Like, okay.
And
Well, we fuck that little motherfucker. Never mind.
I knew it was
Listen.
coming. I knew it was coming. That's why I ain't say that.
I just hope
Hey,
that the baby has eaten.
Correct. Correct.
and been able to take a bath,
Yeah.
not in an RV.
Correct.
Hmm.
Correct.
So let's
Baby
see.
smelling like tamales.
All right.
Ugh, tamales.
Oh, y'all get on my nerves. Speaking of
Baby,
getting
you
on
know they probably
nerves,
had that baby eating beanies and weenies.
Vienna sausages and Ritz crackers.
ugh, ugh.
Now these,
that need a sound. I need a sound bite on that.
I just the smell. That's probably what that man smelled like too.
Vienna sausages. That
Vienna
shit smell
sausage.
like they smell like throw up.
yeah.
Ooh, they
Hey.
smell like the depths of Hades. Like, ooh,
Mm,
Mm, mm,
that's
mm.
hell. If you
yeah.
believe in
Oh,
such a thing, hell smells like Vienna sausages
I
Yeah.
believe it.
because
Same.
those are awful. They're evil in the little can and whatever kind of liquid juice they was swimming in.
Satan's tears. That's what the fuck it
Okay, them little demon dicks in the little can.
is.
Demon dicks. I can't decide between the tank and
Yo, that's what I was
the oh, oh my gosh.
thinking.
Whew.
Oh man, Curtis, you are
If
doing
y'all
amazing.
demon dicks.
Woo. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, back on track. So Donna went to the shop. No, so they were having a sip and paint party. Toki's idea, and she was, that wasn't hard to sell because she was like naked bitches, and Walt was like
Sign
that.
me up.
Yeah,
Right.
he was like that creepy wolf from them Looney Tunes cartoons.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it works because he looked like it. So,
he's very fucking ugly.
like, if you put a beard on a roach, it would be Walt.
He is very unattractive.
He do look like a dung beetle.
You do.
He look
You
like
do.
a beetle.
You do.
I don't have nothing to add because
Mm.
he just ugly to me. But anyway, he looked a little musty too. Anyway,
A little.
He look a lot of musty.
so Donna basically comes in with Alex and she's trying to talk to C's, and C's was like, "Bitch, fuck you." He's like, he wasn't trying to hear nothing she had to say. He was like, "You made your decision. You don't work here no more. Goodbye." And then Donna started trying to talk about loyalty, and she been there 5 years, and she helped build that shop.
She been there 5 years and still can't tattoo worth a damn.
Bill what shop? Because Black Ink was up and running when Donna got off that Greyhound from Cleveland.
Yep. And that's basically what C said. And he was like, "You ain't helped build a motherfucking thing. Like, you don't have no authority here. You can go." And Donna was, and so they left because he definitely, like I said, he was not trying to hear that shit. And then Kitty called herself trying to stick up for Donna. And then C's was getting in her ass, so she got mad and she walked out and was like, he ain't gonna talk to me like that. You can't be a boss and talk to your employees like that." And it was like, well,
you can if the employee not knowing their place,
right?
Because
although I do have to say, I feel like C's was putting on a bit because he don't have that same energy with Teddy and Sky.
Well, he ain't gonna never have that same energy with Teddy because that's his blood cousin.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gonna never have that energy with Sky because Sky always be there no matter what. See, the thing is, Sky crazy than a motherfucker, but when it come to C's, she gonna always be there, and you can't really take that from her. He put food in her mouth, and she be shutting the fuck up and letting him do what he do with his shops. The other people should take notes.
Correct.
Because
although,
if any of us went into our jobs talking to our boss the way they become that C's, we would be some employed motherfuckers. Imagine us telling our boss who they could hire, or who they could fire, or who should be working there. Child, I wouldn't have no fucking job. I could tell you that.
Me either. So Kitty went out to blow some steam, and I forget who she was out there talking. Guy Fawkes went out there to talk to her. They call her Tati.
Curtis, I ain't gonna lie. When you said guy, I was like, who? I was like, who the fuck?
I don't give a fuck. She looked like that Guy Fawkes, man. That's what she looked like. That's what I'm gonna call
her. Guy Tati.
Tati Fawkes.
We are on a roll today.
Fucking screaming. I knew who he was talking about. I was like, look at this diabolical nigga, man.
Yo, but like he done said it before, but like I don't. Well, speaking of, also Big Fish, fuck y'all, because don't nobody give a fuck about Teddy and Tati, like
at all.
And so that way when he said it, I was like, who? Because I forgot all about Tati, because I don't give a fuck about her or Teddy. So
at all.
But yeah, so she went out there trying to console Kitty, and Kitty was going off. And so then the signature girl with her weird ass showed up again, and she bought some Douce and acted like she cured cancer. Like, I didn't bring you nothing cheap. I was bring y'all something, whatever she said. And I was like, really? A bottle of Douce, girl?
Really?
Girl, she act like she had bought some Louis the 13th in there.
Right. And so Tati was in her feelings. So she went back inside, and Signature was like, "Oh, is this your brand ambassador? How you doing?" And Tati mushed her and started with Kitty. Kitty. Yeah, Kitty went in there, and Signature was like, "Oh, is this your brand ambassador? How you doing?" And she stuck out her hand for her Kitty to shake, and Kitty shook her wig instead.
Listen, hey, what you said pregame, Candace? Her Kitty DC came out because woo.
Listen.
Oh yeah, the DC and Kitty came out. A-Mo and Kitty came out. She was connecting every punch.
A ass whooping. Ooh, shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ass whooping that Kitty was gonna give Duchess when Duchess had in that damn house that season.
Kitty was whooping. Kitty was whooping her ass.
She was.
And how you know? Because Signature was talking all that shit. My name is Signature. I'm gonna write it all over your face. Are you?
Right. Because apparently, Kitty was the one doing the signature punching the big.
Okay.
Yeah. Kitty wrote them hands all on that bitch.
I mean,
Ooh,
granted, it was a sucker punch to begin with because the girl had her hand out, but she was being shady. She should have expected that
yeah.
that was
Because
Listen,
possible
earlier in
outcome.
right, because earlier in the episode when the girl asked Kitty name and she said Kitty and she was like, "Oh, so you pussy?" And Kitty was like, what? Huh?"
Yeah, see, everybody was like, "Whoa!"
Right.
Listen,
I
they
knew,
turned
I
into Tim
knew.
Allen from Home Improvement. Oh,
Listen, I knew in that moment that Kitty could fight because she didn't say nothing. She was
mm.
like, "Oh, okay, bitch.
Yeah.
Find out and see."
Yeah.
Like that was the look she had on her face. Like, okay, well, find out how pussy I am, bitch. See
Yeah.
if I'm pussy and get fucked.
Yeah.
And
And she well,
I knew right then. I was like, "Oh, Kitty
well,
gonna stump a mud hole in her."
and
Wow.
I mean, it took to the end of the episode, but she definitely beat her ass. Ooh, ooh,
Yeah, she was like,
ooh,
okay. But
ooh.
again, and I still don't even. I ain't gonna even call it a sucker punch because you calling somebody pussy. You supposed to always be ready.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Like, given the shade that you've been throwing at her since you walked into that shop, you should have known. At least you should have been like Doctor Strange and saw all 3 million possible
Hey,
outcomes. And
Curtis,
that's
thank you. Nah, like you shouldn't have been trying to shake nobody hand calling them pussy.
yep.
Like it should have.
Right.
You were supposed to, as we say, keep that same energy, but you
Correct.
didn't.
Right.
Kitty was dressed to box already
She
because of
really
the sipping
was.
paint.
She really was.
Shit, she had a hat on and everything.
She
So
was,
yeah,
yeah. She was up there dressed like Jada Pinkett Smith. She was ready.
she was. Low
Oof.
down dirty shame. What happened to that signature?
Ass whooping sign sealed and delivered. Because goddamn, because normally
Mhm.
when it be fights, and with certain women fights on these shows, it just be hands throwing and don't nobody really connect. No, Kitty
Right.
connected.
Or drinks.
Yeah, or drinks. Now, Kitty took a page from our slogan in one of our shirts: "Throw hands, not drinks."
Listen, Kitty studied from the Bible of Tammy Roman.
Yeah, yeah,
Kitty was whooping that ass.
she really was.
Kitty was whooping that ass the way Jada was whooping Guy Fawkes' ass last
She
season.
really was.
Listen, she came with the book of "I wish a bitch would." The bitch did. Now I'm on her ass.
Correct.
Amen.
And that was pretty much it. So the interesting thing, the preview, and I'd say it's interesting because Candace, you were just saying about how Sky's always there for C's and da 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 da. So in weirdo fashion, so they had what's her name? Sky had a conversation with C's about Dez and what happened with the dude getting shot in his apartment. So C's was like, I'm gonna talk to him. C's told Dez, stay here in New York and be an intern here at Black Ink.
Yeah.
And so then C's was like something, 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 and Dez was like, yeah, my mom is in Miami.
Yeah, because C's asked him where his mama was why she ain't at the sipping paint.
Yeah. And so then Dez was like, and so C's was like, so she left you without no place to stay. I was like, what the hell?
Which again, listen, I think Candace said that Sky don't deserve them damn kids. Because what the hell?
She don't deserve them boys, and they have so much love for her. Even Genesis.
Right.
Even Genesis with his struggle Trey song braids. But
Oh, just gotta make it ass braids.
yeah, except they not making it.
The damn
At all.
Mario sorry for 2004 ass braid.
Mm.
I'm sure that's an incorrect reference.
I think that's Ruben Studdard.
Yeah, you think about braid my hair, Mario. But anyway, so the preview show Sky went to Miami because she is trying to open a boutique.
Yes.
And C's blows a gasket. Like he was not supportive at all. He was pissed off about it, about her trying to branch out on her own. And he was like, we could be opening another Black Ink in Miami. You talking about some boutique shit. And Sky was just like, I mean, I'm trying to evolve. And which as crazy as Sky is,
The bitch can dress.
she can dress sometimes. And I didn't think that she was wrong. Like, okay, you talking about building Black Ink, but technically Black Ink is yours.
Yeah, Black Ink is Caesar's.
And
Nobody has stake holdings in Black Ink but Caesar and Big Fish. Everybody
right,
else is getting a check from Big Fish.
right.
But in the grand scheme of things, the Sky is one of the more popular people from the franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It makes absolutely sense for her to build something for herself because it's not going to last forever.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
And
not.
I think that that's fair. And I think that I mean we're gonna see what happens because, like I said, this was just a preview. But I think that it's hella unfair for Caesar to expect everybody to have blind loyalty to Black Ink and not pursue any outside interests at all. And
Yeah.
he was like, his argument was like, well, how are you gonna do that and do Black Ink? And Sky was like, I never have any intention of not doing what I need to do for Black Ink. This is just something that I want to do for myself.
Right. She was like, I can do both.
And he was just being a real bitch fool about it. And she
As
walked out.
usual.
She
Yeah.
walked out like "fuck you." So we'll see what happens. That was just a preview, but I thought that was a real
I'm
interesting
not.
thing.
I wanted to say that Sears has a history of not being nearly as supportive of the people around him as they are of him.
Correct.
Yeah. And when
Um,
we were talking earlier, Ken, that's kind of why I brought that up. Like I didn't disagree with your point, but that's what kind of why I brought that up. Brought Teddy and C's. I mean,
because
yeah,
because his whole thing, even with Puma, he was
yep,
not supportive when Puma wanted to start open his own shop,
yep,
and get away from Duchess. And
yep,
years later, after losing your best friend, you not even with the bitch that you chose over your best friend.
yep. Yep. And
He
you see,
gave
even if we not because y'all can't even we just keeping it with current this season and last season when what's his name when oh shit was in the shop and because I remember we talking about it. I think that was one week that you had took off, Candace. Curtis had brought up like C's talking about you oh shit is disloyal to me and all this then the third, but conveniently did not bring up when oh shit was there and you allowed people to disrespect him and his child and his child's mother at that damn sipping. So
so I don't remember all the details, but remember C's wasn't around for that conversation. Now when the shit popped off, C's definitely should have put some
yeah, I think
motherfuckers on
yeah he
notice,
wasn't there, but yeah,
but
when
he
because
wasn't
they brought
there.
it back up again,
Yeah,
remember?
but oh shit is a different monster. I don't even think we can compare because he might be the one person that C's has always bailed out and
True.
allowed to
Yeah,
come back to that shop. Like he's always bailed out oh shit. Always tried to be a peacekeeper with the baby moms. Always let them come back to work, even when he just decided to up and leave and move to California and all
that's
this other
fair.
shit. So,
That's fair.
yeah, but for the rest of them, because he wasn't even that supportive of Duchess when she was opening up Pretty in Pink. You know, he
Yeah,
just kind
no, he
of
wasn't. You
he was
absolutely,
kind
you're
of
right.
he was a dick about that. So
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
absolutely
would
right.
he doesn't have a good track record, but
Yeah,
I hope
he
Sky
definitely one of those
does.
people where it's like loyalty only goes one way, and that's to me, not and to y'all. Good luck.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how that goes, how that conversation goes in the next episode. And that is pretty much it for this episode. We did not cover growing up hip hop Atlanta this week because it didn't come on. We'll see what else happens. We'll see what this next week brings. Episode 2 of Real Housewives and so on and so forth. So we about midway for Married to Medicine. We inching up on midway for Black Ink Crew. So we could be facing goofy territory very, very soon.
Yeah.
Or
Let's
goofy
hope.
in terms of Black Ink Group goofier territory.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's it. I ain't got nothing else.
Me either. See y'all niggas next week.
Correct. And Curtis, you got a benediction for us?
Yeah. Them wigs, child. Them wigs. And you take your pick where it applies. Them wigs.
Help.
Mm.
Help. All right, we out.